Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. The Yanks look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Yusei Kikuchi, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start this season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Striding in, Bernie Williams. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Kikuchi is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the Yankees nothing. Mariners coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. David Wells will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good wins in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
And here's the speedster, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. D. Gordon is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. J.P. Crawford comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 1-2. Hit hard to the right, but foul. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Ball 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now here it comes. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Kyle Lewis.
Next for Seattle, Kyle Lewis. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Mariners come up empty first time around. We played an inning in Seattle, no score. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward the rookie outfielder Jose Canseco. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to the right. Gets dirty and gloves it. What a play. Stepping in, Cecil Fielder. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
So striding in, Alfonso Soriano. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1. 0-1.
That was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in now, Kyle Seager, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Williams is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jorge Posada. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Swung on and missed by Posada, who's down on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Number 18 is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Hit in the air down the right field line, and no one will track it down. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Derek Jeter, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into right field, that's a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count and the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tino Martinez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Jeter on third with 2 out. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1.
3-2.
Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt.
No, ball
Completely
4.
different from the east-west we came up playing.
There's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 33. Jose.
At the plate, Jose Canseco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Nope, that's the ball.
Just off the outside that time, laid
ball.
off for a
No
ball.
strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Hit on the ground out to short. Toss over to Gordon at second, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mariners.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. And a big part of the problem has been a noticeable lack of power. They're near the bottom of the league in both home runs and slugging percentage, which in today's game makes it very difficult to generate very much in the runs column. One member of the front office told me, you have to be able to drive the baseball, even if that doesn't always mean hitting home runs. We aren't doing that, so we have a lot to figure out moving forward to put ourselves in a better position.
No ball, 2 strikes.
For now, we'll have to wait and see what kind of adjustments they can make, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Dom Thompson-Williams is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he struck him out as well, so the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Taylor Trammell. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Tim Raines. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Raines is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Bounce towards the second baseman. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. In now, Alfonso Soriano comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball 2.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Ball
3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Fouled away.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Now back.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Derek Jeter is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch.
No, that's low.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-1 home.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And this is on the ground for JP at short. Toss over to Gordon at second, and that ends the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Yankees 2 and the Here's D. Gordon now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Gordon bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Canseco is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
The batter,
Digging in now for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ready with the 0-2.
Nope, ball 1.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Kyle Lewis stands in as he looks at a called strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Popped him up. Martinez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. So coming to the plate, Bernie Williams. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Ripped toward the gap in right. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Tino Martinez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0, and the way their pitcher's going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, toeing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Jose Canseco stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Number 31.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Number 33.
So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Tim Raines is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just blocks you.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Alfonso Soriano stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 21 for him on the season, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, the strategy to walk the previous batter intentionally was sound. In my opinion, what wasn't sound was the execution of the last pitch, which was promptly deposited far beyond anyone's reach. That stings, but I don't fault the manager for trying to do the right thing.
At the plate, Jorge Posada. as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Thompson Williams calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, number 18. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Chop towards first. High hop, and he barehands it. He's out. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Yankees 7 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Mariners.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mitch Haniger is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's got good swing in this stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Tom Murphy is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
That's a ball.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser, and the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Waiting on it is Haniger, 1 down.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Bernie Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Hit hard, but foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
That's a
Awfully
ball.
close with the slider there, but it's
1 ball,
1-1.
strike.
Looked
Count
like the
is 2 and
fastball
1.
got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Here's the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Ball 4.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Stepping into the box, Jose Canseco. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Line toward right center. Thompson Williams is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Ready for another chance, Tim Raines. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball. That's down.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Throw won't get him.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Aaron Fletcher gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Cecil Fielder. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
That's a
And
ball.
that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Alfonso Soriano would be next. Smoke toward third. There is Seager. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Yankees 9 and the Mariners nothing. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Marmolejos. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Dom Thompson-Williams is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Another one sent foul. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Taylor Trammell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Mariners are down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as the blowout continues.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, Jorge Posada. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
Now batting.
Next for New York, number 18. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thompson-Williams is there. 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Derek Jeter. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last 8.
That gets down, and the inning will continue.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Williams.
So now to the plate, Bernie Williams, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Here's the 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yanks able to bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, D. Gordon.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 3.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now back, the designated
Ready
hitter,
once again, Kyle Lewis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th. But the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left.
leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Sliding into the box, Jose Canseco. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And this is on the ground for JP at short. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box, Tim Raines. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2 strikes.
This pitch is popped up. Seager waits on it. And that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Third baseman, Kyle.
Al Leiter will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Now pitching for New York.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Leiter.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
Tom Murphy is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Jose Marmolejos is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. 1 there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Anthony Misevich enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Anthony Misevich.
Coming to the plate now, Cecil Fielder. First offering on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Alfonso Soriano will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here.
1-0.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
I got the count 2-2.
Ball even at 2-2. And the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Next for the Yankees, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Stepping in, Jorge Posada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Crawford has it. Throw to first to be in time to get Posada 2 away.
The batter.
Digging in, number 18. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Now to the plate, Dom Thompson-Williams, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Taylor Trammell is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, D.
Mariners are down to their final out now. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Last chance for the Mariners. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, I never thought they'd reach this milestone, but here we are. 26 wins in a row, tying the major league record set by the New York Giants way back in 1916. One of the great all-time runs in any sport, and we're here watching it.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The New York Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. David Wells hangs win number 11 on his line as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Yusei Kikuchi was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
14 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.